Holy crap.
We had a super long round 4. There was a... well, actually, it was the Is It Lutri deck versus the 4-color deck that's at the top of your screen right now.
Yeah, Chris on approach.
Went about 10 minutes past time, and it ended up being a draw. So
which means
4-color Lutri deck locked for the top 8.
He's 301 going into. He gets to ID on round 5.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy Joe is in the top 8 with Lutri.
Amazing. And this should be a win-in, I think.
Yes, it is.
So once again, at the top of your screen is Chris playing a 4-color approach.
Yeah, very cool deck.
It is an Omnath, the One Ring deck. It does have Approach of the Second Sun in
the main.
And then at the bottom of your screen is local hero AJ playing Rakdos Scam.
What's that? Is that good?
First time that we've seen Scam on camera today. And if you notice the bag of nuts there, these players are playing for the
nuts. Yep. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of players who have... So interestingly, and this is sort of like the technical part of things, we had 7 players with 8+ points going into this round. 1 player at 7 points that is making everybody play for win-and-ins.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, so only 3 players are locked in.
So this is not a win-and-in then?
No, it's a potential win-and-in, but it depends on breakers for everybody. Yeah, it's wild, dude. It's 8s and 9s across the board. The only people that are safe right now are Jake, Luke, and Joe.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Luke and Joe we featured on earlier rounds. Mm-hmm. Those two excellent pilots.
That's the Abzan Cauldron Company deck
yep.
and the Is It Lutri Blue Moon deck. Scam, gonna do a scam thing, starting off with an untapped Blood Crypt and a Terminate, getting pitched to a Grief. That's gonna reveal a hand of Lightning Bolt, Omnath, Renin 6, and 3 lands.
Yeah, we take the bolt here.
The Lightning Bolt is gonna bite the dust.
Renin 6 here.
And then a Undying Evil is going to bring this Grief back with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's going to take care of this Omnath.
Interesting. I think I would have taken the Renin 6.
I like taking the removal and the threat. Renin 6 not going to do much.
Yeah, I think it has the ability to... how many lands does he... He has a bunch of other lands. Okay, yeah, you're right. I was just thinking, that's his turn 2 play. Take the turn 2 play, and then assuming we have any other kind of Undying effect, we can kind of... Well, I guess we can attack into the Renin 6. What am I talking about?
Yeah. The Renin 6 is inconsequential here. It's going to come down and pick up a land.
And then die.
And then not even going to die. It's just going to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean, AJ could kill it with the Grief. But, I mean, it's his choice. He has options. If this is just Chris's approach to play a land to develop a Ren... Oh, no, he's just playing a Triumph tapped. Oh, he's evoking this is an interesting play.
All right. Fury is going to clear
I don't hate that.
Grief out of the way, and... Well, I mean, the natural solution to all of the elementals that's running around is the other elementals.
Yeah, correct.
So,
unfortunately. I believe... All right, so hang on. There was a podcast that we did months ago.
Okay.
Before the Modern Pro Tour. And you and I were talking about what cards we would ban out of Modern.
Okay, yes,
and I believe I said the Evoke Elementals were the most problematic cards in the format right now.
I believe that's what you said. Fable of the Mirror Breaker getting pitched to a Fury here. Another Undying Evil going to get cast. That makes this Fury a 4/4. But it's going to get eaten by a Leyline Binding. Pass back over to AJ.
Yeah, interestingly, Chris's deck is sort of...
Ragavan coming in sideways. Leyline Binding going to get exiled. Chris down to 17. AJ's got a treasure coming.
Yep. But this deck, Chris's deck is designed to combat these elementals. And like you said,
deck.
The elementals are the natural enemies of the elementals. Mm-hmm. Like the Scottish, they're the natural enemies of the Scots.
Chris going to buy Kahira, his companion.
Kahira.
So
what is Cohere? That it requires all your cards to be elementals.
Cohere is a 3-mana 3/3 with Vigilance.
Oh.
And it says other nightmares, cats, elementals. There's 6 creature types listed on it.
It has to be in your deck. Those can be your only creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then it pumps those creatures.
It does. It gives them +1/+1, I believe.
Yeah, AJ just trying to get here with the monkey. and he can cast that Renin 6. I don't know if I would even. I don't know what's in his hand. Yeah, we're just going to
If he doesn't have anything else to do, he might as well cast the Renin 6.
If nothing else, it's going to ping down X1s. It's going to help him
Don't know that
make his
AJ
land
has
drops.
a bunch of X1s in
No.
his deck, but it is going to help him make some land drops, and eventually he'll be able to, cast the
Does he have a fetch in his graveyard?
Thoughtseize and the Undying Evils. He does not have a fetch in
Oh
his
my
graveyard,
god.
no.
Honestly, ping it down, hit Chris for 1. Just ping him for 1.
Oh, you can target players too, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. I've killed people with
Me.
Renin 6. Yeah.
Orcish Bowmasters.
Yeah. AJ's sort of in the place where he wants to be right now. He's deploying a lot of low drop, high impact cards.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's got a whole lot going on his side of the battlefield and not having to spend very much mana to do it.
Yeah, if he does get to ult this Renin 6, though, he can then turn lands in his hand into the undying effects in his graveyard. It's all great.
There's a Thoughtseize in his graveyard.
Yeah,
also,
sure.
Here's 4 damage coming into the red zone. Another card going to get exiled. Make a treasure token. Here is a Croxa. Chris just has a land in hand. He's going to take 3.
Yeah.
These players playing at a blistering pace.
I appreciate that.
Abundant Growth going to draw a card for Chris. Here is an Omnath. Wow.
Yeah, that was game 1. Yep. There it is. AJ blowing it out there.
Will do it. These players are going to sideboard, and we will be right back with game 2.
Woo!
All right, these players are all sideboarded and getting ready for game 3. Ooh, yeah. So Chris has taken out 2 copies of Teferi, 2 copies of Spell Pierce, and brought in 1 copy of Beseju, 1 copy of Eladamri's Call, a Leyline of Sanctity, a Veil of Summer, and a Titanium Protector of Argoth.
I do love a Veil of Summer.
Yeah, a lot of 1-ofs coming in.
So I guess his deck has the ability to dig enough to, like, these one-ofs have impact.
Yeah, they do. And, well, I mean, the Titania in particular, it seems very, very potent because the Scam deck is mostly just, trying to 1-for-1. Mm-hmm. And the Titania's ability to just make a whole bunch of bodies on a singular card.
Zuranor, but not legal in Modern.
It is, actually.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It got printed in Modern Horizons.
Zuranor was in Modern Horizons.
Yeah. Man, cowards should play it more. So, interestingly, a card that sort of ran away with the game last game, AJ boarded out. He boarded out all 4 copies of Ragon.
Yeah, it dies to all of the removal
Yes.
spells. So
he also boarded out a single copy of Croxa, a Thoughtseize, and a Fatal Push.
A Thoughtseize now getting cast. 3 lands, Fury, Expressive Iteration, and a...
Approach.
No, that is a
it's Solitude. Yeah, sorry.
The approach that's in Chris's deck is the Mystical Archives approach.
Oh, is it?
So,
I like that.
Yeah, it's like an Eclipse.
Yeah.
It's very distinct.
Yeah,
if you see it, you'll know.
I like those borders. So, interesting. So, here's the stuff that AJ brought in. He brought in 2 copies of Shieldred the Apocalypse, which I really like.
Yep.
2 copies of Blood Moon. 2 copies of Phyrexian Crusader, which is an interesting choice.
He has Phyrexian Crusader in his sideboard.
That is correct.
AJ with the spice. Phyrexian Crusader, a 3-mana 2/2 with protection from white and red.
Is it white and red?
White and red.
Okay.
And it has First Strike and Infect.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to end the game if they gain a ton of life.
Yeah, it seems pretty crazy. Also, Chris just can't kill that card.
No, it just wins. And he also brought in a single copy of Terminate, which is sort of like a role player in the deck. I think he has other copies of Terminates. He just went up one. I think it's just more valuable.
Phyrexian Crusader.
Yeah, sort of rad. Sort of cool. I love new Phyrexia anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, these players are just trading back and forth on land drops. Buried in Catacombs getting cracked now. That's going to find a swamp.
Yeah, AJ definitely not off to as fast of a start in this game.
Yeah, and I don't really think he needs to be. Chris is going to give him a little bit of time here so that he can kind of sculpt his hand, and he's got some draw steps to take before stuff starts being super impactful.
That being said, the deck can go long. Is this a blood moon? Oh my god, they're all mountains, always have been. It's a meme blood moon.
Except for the island.
It's the meme blood moon.
They're all mountains, always have.
Always have been.
That is a pretty funny altar.
I love it.
He has the forest in his hand, so...
Jesus.
The only kind of mana that we're missing is white.
Yeah, I don't think this is affecting Chris as bad, but it is going to limit some of his double pip plays. Like double pips for Solitude if he wants to have it in play. It's going to restrict his Omnath, obviously. Like, that's the hard one.
He has a Boseiju in his hand.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
You mean a mountain? Yeah, he's gonna be able to deal with this. It is gonna ramp AJ somewhat. Oh, here we go. This is a much slower start. We had that turn 1 Thoughtseize.
You see this a lot in post-sideboard games with the Rakdos scam deck. It gets to a point where, like, these... Fable of the Mirror Breakers, they don't seem super impactful at first, but the longer that the game goes on, these Fable of the Mirror Breakers really start to run away with the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Here's an Omnath from Chris. Another land drop that's going to gain 4 life, and we got Wurg mana coming. White, blue, red, and green mana.
Yeah. This is probably one of the best, like... Chris now has full control of the game, in my opinion. Like, even if AJ has a removal spell for this, Chris is now at 21. He's just casting a Solitude. Just casting it hard.
Yep, that's going to get rid of the Goblin Shaman token. Fable of the Mirror Breaker going to go up to Chapter 2. We'll see if AJ wants to discard any cards. Looks like he does not. Here is a Bloodstained Mire. That's going to get cracked right away.
If he has 2 removal spells, that would be nice.
AJ's hand is Double Fury Blood Moon.
So just casting a Fury, I think, here is fine.
Yeah, Fury, get rid of the Omnath.
Yeah.
And then pass back. See what he does. If he can get rid of the Fury, fine. If not, doesn't matter. He's going to untap and cast the second copy of Fury.
Honestly, though, if he casts Fury, takes out the Omnath, and then just pitch casts the other Fury, then the same turn, I think that's also fine.
I don't know if you want to waste a pitch on just getting rid of a Solitude.
That's fair. That's fair.
We probably want to save those, like for the super important cards. If we're going to pitch, it needs to kill something that's super impactful, like an Omnath.
And if he has that Fury in play, all he has to do is have the ability to copy it with Fable. Because like he's got this Fable flipping next turn. The turn after, he can start bop bop bop.
Yep.
And that's what we like to see. So yeah, we're just casting this Fury, taking care of the Omnath. That's reasonable.
So Omnath is going to go away.
Chris does have all 3 of his basics in play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Head back over to Chris. I see a Solitude, a Lightning Bolt.
A white bordered bolt. Yeah.
So Bolt is going to take care of the Fury. Solitude is going to come into the red zone. That'll knock AJ down to 13.
For some reason, I was like, is he attacking the Fable? I know it's not a Planeswalker, but it does a good Planeswalker impression. It has modes that every turn you get to activate.
Fallowed Houghton going to come into play untapped.
I'm sorry, a what?
That'll take AJ down.
A Fallowed Houghton?
Hallowed Fountain.
You said Fallowed.
Going to come into play untapped. That'll take Chris down to 22. Pass back over to AJ. Fable of the Mirror Breaker going to go up to Chapter 3. That'll transform into Reflection of Kiki Jiki.
Now we Fable. Now we Fury again, right?
I'm not sure what he drew for the draw step.
Oh yeah, good point. Probably another Fable.
Looks like maybe he's going to cast the Blood Moon. It is another Fable. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. These Fable of the Mirror Breakers start to get chained together, and like I said, the value of them is not quite so apparent right up front.
Yeah.
But over time, you really start to see how it changes the course of these games.
So now we have double Solitude. This is a good Fury point.
Kill both of them. Yeah.
Like AJ is not under a huge amount of pressure here, even if his opponent gains a chunk of life. So these have...
Yeah, they're 4/3s now with the Kahira in play.
So Kahira is a 4/4?
Kahira's a 3/3. Gives other elementals, etc. +1/+1.
Yeah, this is a rough one. So if he could have a kill kill spell for Kahira and then the Fury, that would clear it. He does have an undying effect.
His hand is Mountain,
Not dead
Not
yet.
Dead Yet, and Fury and Blood Moon.
Yes. It is
Not dead after all.
not dead after all. Sorry. The one that makes the aura token that slots into the top of your sleeve. Sleevin'.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, do it. Don't be a coward. So here we see just a Fury. Okay, we're pitch casting Fury. So we're going to get 2 activations off this Fury. And this is fantastic.
We do?
Because he's going to be able to undying it. So it's going to have a mode coming up and a mode coming down.
So the first one, it kills Kahira. And then the second one coming back, it kills
Yep.
the Sol. Well, okay, I guess he spread it out. So Kahira down, both Solitudes down. That's what's important.
Cleared his board.
AJ has a Wicked Fury, and
It has haste.
it does
No,
not-
it comes back- it comes back
It
tap.
comes back tap. So the Goblin Shaman token going to come into the red zone here.
AJ got some ground to make up. His opponent was at 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we casting?
And it
Blood
is a
Moon?
Blood Moon.
Just a Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These players, once again, they're just playing at a blisteringly
yeah,
fast
it's
pace.
great. Chris at 4 cards in hand. Lots of options. He does have all of it. He's going to be able to cast another Omnath. Yeah, it's... And it's just a mountain. So the nice thing about Chris being able to fetch aggressively like that is he got all of his basics out.
Yeah.
And AJ was confirming, like, oh, you got
yeah,
all of your
still
basics.
Still able to cast the Omnath. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And land drop means he's going to gain 4.
AJ needs an answer for this.
Well, Fury attacks into it pretty well.
Yeah, fair. So it's going to flip. Yeah, ideally the Fury lives, though. Like, ideally the Fury lives, and he gets to start copying it with...
Yeah.
Oh, he's just going to
Fury
take it.
going to hit the red zone. Well, it's take 8 or trade me Omnath.
I guess that's true. I don't know what's in Chris's hand, though. He's got a Renin 6, a land, a Bowmasters, it looks like.
Chris does not have Bowmasters.
It's not Bowmasters?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just so used to seeing it. I haven't seen it at all out of AJ's deck.
Yeah, he played it in the first game.
Did he? Mm-hmm. Ugh, it's been a long day, man.
It has been a long day.
Been here all day.
And we're only half done.
Yeah, that last round, that just went long.
Yeah, that last round did take a lot out of me. These players, too, I would imagine, here is, it looks like, nope, thinking. Blood Moon kind of making things complicated.
That's the point.
I believe he's waffling over whether or not to cast this Renin 6.
Hard to say, because he casts it. He hasn't made his land drop for turn yet, right? It eats his entire green mana. So we're getting a blue, a red,
Here is 4
another
mana.
Omnath. Are we just cycling Omnath?
No, this isn't an Omnath.
Oh no, it's a One Ring.
Yeah, there's a Blood Moon out, so these non-basic lands are mountains. One Ring is going to come down, so Chris will get protection from everything. Looks like he's going to put a burden counter on that, draw a card.
A Bargle. A Borden counter.
Lizzie Borden.
Lizzie Borden counter. How many? Can I ask you how many rings you have in your deck? He has 4. All right. So we didn't see the last game on camera, but at one point Joe had a 1 ring in play, cast a Phyrexian Metamorph, copied his 1 ring so that it wouldn't kill him.
Oh, off camera. That one game. Yeah.
Survived to turns, went 3-0-1, ended up in the top 3 seeds. Like, just auto in against Chris. Okay, so we are playing the Renin 6 now. Notably, Renin 6 does not have protection from everything. Just Chris. So Renin 6 is going to die. Because what else is he going to attack into with that goblin? And now AJ gets to be able to copy his Fury, kill the Renin 6,
Yeah.
and kill the Omnath. No, he can just kill Omnath, attack him, the Renin 6, kill it. Yeah, this is a...
I think we probably just go face. Once again, this Renin 6 is not actually doing anything.
You can't go face the ring.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so this
Might
is just
as
going to be
well-
developed.
Might as well get that Renin 6 off the
Yeah.
battlefield then, I suppose.
That was my thoughts, of like, he's going to be able to copy it, kill the Omnath, attack in with everything into the Renin 6, just take care of it, make another treasure off the goblin, why not? Like, just deal with everything. And Chris right now has 2 mana up, two mountains up. Can't really like he
That's
could
actually
have.
plains.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, a mountain and a plains.
Yeah, so you can play a Leyline Binding.
Yeah, fair. So we're gonna. Yep. So here's the play. We're gonna copy.
Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, get an activated hero. It's going to copy the Fury.
Yeah, this card seems very good. So copy Fury, kill Omnath. We definitely kill Omnath here. I don't know. Really? Interesting choice.
Might have a removal spell in his hand or something.
Entirely possible,
to
yeah.
Take care of the Omnath then, potentially.
He might also just be
It's like
in
he's
the
just
sauce.
Gonna,
It's been a
he's just
long
gonna pass
day.
the turn.
So Chris lost a life off of that board encounter. He's gonna now have Ancestral recalled off of this ring. At 27 life, that's pretty good. AJ, I think, would love to draw into one of these Shieldreds.
Yeah, the Omnath offsetting the life loss from the One Ring is insane.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the reason he didn't kill Omnath, is he kind of has a suspicion there's a second Omnath in his hand. So we got a Teferi, Leyline Binding, and I don't know what that middle card is. Is it a land?
Teferi the Time Raveler.
No, the one on the far right now. Is it? No, it's an
Abundant Growth.
Is it Abundant Growth? Okay.
Yep.
Oof. Yeah, Chris has just gained 1 billion life in this game, and so AJ is hoping to get there. Oof. What are we thinking? What are we gonna do? Remember when they were moving at a blistering pace?
Well,
Everybody downshifted.
We have reached the precipice.
Have we?
I believe so.
We're overlooking. Are they staring into the abyss, and the abyss is stared back at them? Okay, exiling the Leyline, putting Teferi in hand. I think it's reasonable. We got Boseiju for the Blood Moon.
Yep, that's going to unlock all the lands.
And now we're going to Leyline Binding. Probably the Fury, right? Or did we take care of the Fable? Probably the Fable.
I like taking care of the reflection of Kiki-Jiki.
Yeah. I don't hate that. I think it's totally reasonable. Because the Fury is the problem, right? I mean, that card's the problem. The
reflection is
yeah.
the bigger problem than the Fury, yeah.
Being able to copy the Fury every turn is like... turns the game into an unwinnable board state.
Being able to copy anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a Fury. Just being able to push out permanents every single turn.
Does he get to bounce it? Oh, he bounced the Gobbo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just kill and draw. AJ got a decent chunk of cards in hand still. Which is, I guess, I never see them with a bunch of cards in hand. But they were able to, like you said, we downshift.
Uh-huh.
We shift into a lower gear. He also didn't have the super explosive start that he had in game 1.
Leyline Binding is going to take
Yeah.
care of this Fury. Chris will lose a life from the Wicked Roll token.
We still have the Kiki-Jiki, the reflection in play. Fun. Man, Kiki-Jiki, very good card. The original,
Yeah, I love it.
triple red though. Hard to cast. What if we made it 1 red and 2
And
colorless?
only 3 mana?
Yeah. Yeah, we just trim off 2 of those
But
reds.
you have to wait 3 turns before you get to do anything with it?
Yeah, but what if we put a body on the front end that replaces one of the mana that you spent?
Here's another copy of Leyline Binding. That's
And
gonna
then we
take
put
care of
card
the
advantage on
reflection
it.
of Kiki-Jiki Omnath in the red zone here. That'll do it for game 2.
Woo!
These players are going to get shuffled up for game 3, and we'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. All right, on to game 3.
Yeah, I don't think anybody made any changes to their sideboards.
Chris did. He made one small change. I didn't see what it was though.
Oh,
I think it was
he
a
did.
little bit of a posturing for game 3 being on the draw.
Got to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
So, hang on. Let me review the changes he made in game 1. Maybe I can postulate what he changed.
AJ did not. AJ said Dex perfect. That
No
last
notes.
loss was a fluke. I can't imagine. It was a blue card I saw him bring in.
Oh, he brought in a blue card.
Yeah,
Interesting. Have no idea what that could have been.
It was very quick, and I was like, "What?" And it was done. It was too fast, like sand in the wind. These are the days of our lives.
Okay, so he had taken out 2 copies of Spell Pierce. Maybe
I wonder if he
maybe he
brought
brought
one
one
back.
of them back in because it does seem better when you're on the play
Yeah,
or on the draw.
draw, yeah,
yeah.
Because you're like, you don't have to be that mana negative. Like you can be mana negative and still hit them with the Spell Pierce because it's 3 extra mana.
Well, countering those Fable of the Mirror Breakers, I think.
Yeah, we did have a small conversation about fetching out his basics and how he only lost 7 or 8 times to Blood Moon before he learned to fetch basics quickly against red decks. He's like, yeah, you only lose, couple 7, 8 times, and then you're like, wait, get your basics out. Don't, because
Price of progress in Modern win.
yeah, no. No. I mean, yes, but no. All right, we're off to a start.
We're going here.
No grief, no turn 1 grief.
AJ's just going to play a Black Cleave Cliffs.
A Black Cleave Cliffs.
Pass over to Chris here. It's just going to be a Windswept Heath pass back. Players just extending land drops. Here is a Takanuma and a Douthy Voidwalker.
A card we have not seen.
First time Douthy Voidwalker has made an appearance this round. This
He's touching
tournament,
response,
in fact. Will it be a Lightning Bolt to take care of it?
Honestly, I don't. Does Chris have lightning bolts in his deck?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, they're white bordered. Yeah, I forgot their tilt value.
Looks like it's just going to be a forest.
Just
here.
basic. Look at him fetching his basics out like a responsible Magic player. Yeah, this one is. Oh, he's just looking right at the camera, mugging at us.
You see me?
Yes, I saw you fetch the basic.
Yes, we see you.
Good job.
Good job.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think AJ is necessarily going to Blood Moon. Oh, look at those Furies he's got in hand. Holy moly. He's ready. He's ready for anything Chris throws down.
A Flooded Strand, an Island, a Beseiju, a One Ring, a Fury, 2 copies of Leyline Binding, and an Omnath.
That is a lot of good cards.
This is the way. Bless you.
Thank you. There was a sneeze in there. Took its time.
Here is a Flooded Strand. We'll pass back over to AJ. AJ's going to untap. It's going to be a Bloodstained Mire.
Just getting in there. Why not? Get in for 3.
Douthy Voidwalker attacks for 3. Bloodstained Mire going to get cracked.
Getting a basic. Uh-oh. Blood Moon incoming. There it is.
Chris is pretty safe from the Blood Moon here. He gets to crack this and, go get another basic. It's going to be a Plains.
Yep. It has to be. No, it could have been an island.
You could have got Island.
Yeah. This is a pretty early Blood Moon, though. Chris needs to rip some cards.
He has the Island in his hand.
Oh, sure. Okay, good.
Yeah.
A
Leyline,
beta island.
Leyline Binding costs 3 mana here.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Get rid of the Blood Moon, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You could get rid of the Blood Moon.
I don't know. It's rough because this Voidwalker
It's weird
is
that there's a Blood Moon out and Chris doesn't have access to red mana.
Wow. Here's the Leyline Binding.
Here's the Leyline Binding. That's probably going to take care of this Blood Moon.
Or the...
maybe it is going to take care of the Douthy Voidwalker.
The Voidwalker is a bolt every turn, man. The fact that it has Shadow just means unblockable.
It is. Leyline Binding is going to take care of this Douthy Voidwalker.
Chris doesn't care as much. I think he has a land in hand. He's going to have access to all 4.
He does. He has a Beseiju.
Yeah, he's got an Omnath now.
This Omnath.
Friggin' amazing.
Omnath is going to draw a card, pass back over to AJ.
So
What a game.
Yeah, the Voidwalker was going to go the distance if Chris didn't deal with it. I think that was the right play. It's weird seeing this deck without beans in it. I feel like I go for some beans.
It's weird that all of these decks start with the same 12 cards.
You mean the Elementals? Yeah.
The Elementals and the Omnath.
I mean, AJ also has 8 of those cards. Yeah, it's... And
Here's
here we go.
the wondering.
Another card that a lot of decks just have 4 of. we do have, so that is a mountain as well. So we have red mana up.
Indeed.
And he's just waiting on the draw. I think that's totally reasonable.
Well, at this point, I think he's way far ahead. AJ curving Dathi Voidwalker into Blood Moon is nothing in comparison to what Chris has accomplished in this game.
You mean Omnath fetching responsibly for all of his basics, playing an Omnath on turn 4 through a Blood Moon, turn 5 One Ring, just start compiling value, and he's still at 20 life.
I want to see the approach of the second sun.
Kind of hoping, yeah.
Approach.
Gain 7.
Omnath coming in for 4. Here's 2 mana. It's an expressive iteration.
Yeah. Here's another One Ring and another Omnath.
So One Ring going to go to hand. Omnath to bottom. Flooded Strand's going to get exiled. That's a mountain. It's in play.
Gains 4.
Omnath's going to trigger.
Oh my god. It's just making up for all of the life loss.
Yeah, you don't even care. You just draw 4 cards a turn.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Or draw up until you have 4 burden counters on it, and then it just offsets.
And then you cast your next One Ring, which he has in hand,
because
he's drawn it with his One Ring.
It's weird. It's almost like you should only be allowed to have 1 copy.
We've talked about this before. Okay. So here we go. We got a Fury, an Undying Fury. It's a 4/4
dead after all. So front half is going to take care of Omnath. Leyline Binding is going to get rid of the Fury before it has a chance to come back from the graveyard.
Jesus. Chris just having all the answers, man. I mean,
it is a control deck.
Yeah, that is true, and a control deck that has drawn a not inconsiderable amount of cards with Omnath and the
2 more coming from this One Ring.
Yeah, don't forget to lose that life. He forgot to lose life. Did he miss it or did he hit it?
I looked away for a second. I did not see. Second copy of Omnath.
He's drawn so many cards.
Our judge is standing at the table, so I would like to believe that you would have caught it. If not, we'll probably be okay.
Yeah, it's 2 life. At this point, it might as well be 1 billion. Yeah, this is Chris playing for the end here. This is game 3. Yeah, AJ really needed just drawing land off top. Woof. So he can cast this. He can cast the Fury now. I don't know if it's too little, too late though. That Blood Moon really not doing as much work as we were hoping for.
No, Chris did a really good job of navigating it.
Yeah.
You have to. Your deck has to be at least a little bit kind to you. You know, if you draw the awkward combinations of fetch lands, it can be difficult to get those basics out of your deck when you need them. But combination of playing smartly, fetching correctly, it did not end up mattering at the end. Yeah. Here is a Fury getting cast. That's going to take care of AJ's Fury, and we'll head back his way just shortly.
Fury v. Fury, like you said, the best antidote.
The player on the draw wins?
Yeah, weird. We got the Leyline Binding there. Was that a bring in?
AJ gonna untap.
Ugh. Good draws here. We need some good draws to stay in this game.
Yeah, Chris has so many cards in his hand. It is very difficult for these scam decks to fight through.
Yeah.
The One Ring. This would be a really good time for him to have a Shieldred.
Correct. A Shieldred. Truly, he needs, this is one of those matchups where Scam needs that, blistering fast start. It needs the Grief Evoke Grief. Scam Grief.
Yeah, it certainly looks good, because when you get to this stage of the game, I can only imagine how difficult it is.
We got a Bowmasters. This is excellent against the One Ring.
Looks like he'll just send 1 damage upstairs and make an army token.
Block the army token.
And then in the second main phase, I think Chris has got another Fury to take care of the Orcish Bowmasters. That's going to leave AJ with the same board he had at the beginning of the turn. He'll untap and draw
He's got a Fatal Push. Has not drawn into that Shieldred yet.
Here is 3 mana.
Fable.
It's a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Goblin Shaman token coming.
Goblin what?
Shaman.
Goblin Pizza.
Here is a Dathi Voidwalker.
Not a bad, this isn't bad. But having 3 Furies against you. Sorry, I miscounted.
Fatal Push does not
There's
kill Fury,
the game.
unfortunately. And
Chris
a
got there.
handshake means that Chris has taken this one down in 3 games over AJ. That
Yeah.
was a really, really good game of Magic.
Chris was 2-1 going into the last round.
202.
202.
He has
so
2
he's
draws.
302 now.
302.
That could be good.
Yes.
That's probably good enough.
That is 11 points.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Should be good enough for
Yeah.
a top 8, but
Wow.
we'll see how it shakes out. That was the last round of Swiss, and when we come back, it'll be for the
Top 8.
quarterfinals.
Here we go. Let's go. LFG.
Be right back.